Bakit nga ba umaabot tayo sa punto na nagtuturo ang isang teacher nang hindi niya naman core competency?
That is yun yung isa, because nga hindi naman tayo, we did not properly coordinate things. Remember, nag-trifocalize tayo. Before, it used to be called DEXE, Department of Education, Culture and Sports. So lahat nandun, yung basic education, higher education, nandun yung skills training, nandun yung sports, at nandun yung culture. When we trifocalized, na-separate sila, na-divide sila, in fact, into 5 agencies. Meron tayong basic education, DepEd. Meron tayong higher education, CHED. Meron tayong skills training,
TESDA.
which is TESDA.
Na hindi nag-uusap-usap.
Meron tayong cultural agency, NCCA. At meron tayong sports, which we also separated from, hindi na siya DEX Di ba? Nagkaroon na tayo ng Philippine Sports Commission. So lahat sila, independent agencies that had their own mandates and had their own spheres of influence na hindi naman sila nag-mix Hindi naman sila combined So sa totoo, dun pa lang, ngayon, sino ang main pinaka-importante natin for basic education? Teachers natin. Quality. O sino nagte-train sa kanila? CHED. Sino ang nagbibigay ng exam nila? Hindi naman DepEd. Hindi rin namang CHED, di ba? There's another body that gives the licensure exam. Pero dati, hindi naman talaga nag-uusap Walang coordination Until we passed the Excellence in Teacher Education Act, wherein, under the Teacher Education Council, rin-require na natin na dapat, after the fact, may comment na hingin sa DepEd at sa CHED dun sa mga licensure examination na binibigay kasi wala silang alam dun Hindi nila alam. Sa curriculum ng college, dapat may say rin naman ang DepEd doon, di ba? But previously, before the coordination is being fixed right now, in silo sila. Iba-iba yung iba-iba yung the way they operate.
Yung fragmentation na to ay may pinopropose ka parang National Coordinating Council para i-harmonize ang lahat.
Yes.
Pero hindi ba magdadagdag lang isang layer ng bureaucracy ito?
Hindi, pero under the proposed measure, marami kasi ngayon interagency. Marami na talaga. Tinatanggal na rin natin yung mga, we are asking them to rationalize all the interagency committees. At dito na tayo under the Office of the President. Para matutukan na natin na, kunyari yung teachers, right now meron tayong GMRC, di ba? It's a new subject, Good Manners and Right Conduct.
Meron pa ba?
By law, we reintroduced it. May bagong batas yan na na-reintroduce siya. Kailangan, meron tayong, nababantayan ng DepEd and CHED na meron tayong mga experts na teachers that are focused on good manners and right conduct. Right now, yan ang nangyayari. Hindi naman talaga, wala naman talagang focus on GMRC sa colleges natin or subjects, di ba? So, ang nangyayari doon, a teacher would probably be asked to teach GMRC also.
Google na siya.
So, hindi nagiging yung expertise niya. So now with this coordinating, once we are able to coordinate all these agencies, siguro kahit paano, at nakita naman natin, mag-i-improve naman talaga yung natin.
Anong meron sa grade 3, Kong? Bakit napaka-crucial sa pag-aaral ng EDCOM ang grade 3?
Key stage level 1 kasi ang K to 3. Dito dapat, yung foundational skills like reading comprehension, dapat kahit papano yung grade level reading niya, grade 3. Kasi after that, mas complex na yung babasahin. Mathematics. Once you reach grade 4, darating na doon yung mga fractions. Paano kung hindi mo nga na-master yung...
Lahat yan, basihan yan pag-reading
Basta mathematics, paano kung hindi yung basics, hindi mo alam, addition, subtraction, and then pupunta kang fraction. So, that is, dapat talaga by grade 3, nakuha na natin na at least yung basics for functional literacy, which is reading comprehension, grade level ready, mathematics, grade level ready. Andun tayo. Kasi once you graduate to key stage level 2, yung key stage 2, yung 4 to 6, mas complex na. Pumapasok na for mathematics, papasok na ang fractions. So, kung hindi mo alam yung pinaka-basic, it will be very difficult to cope with that next level na.